What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kevin. This is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, and the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Today's topic is can we agree to disagree? And my co-host for this episode is...
Hey guys, it's me, Nerlise, aka Nell. IG handle is underscore truly original.
Okay, so this is going to be like a part two and different perspectives, of course. But can we agree to disagree? Do you need shared values or just shared respect for the people in your life to, agree and disagree? Because, sometimes people get into arguments and sometimes people end relationships because they can't agree on specific things. What are your thoughts on that?
Shared values or shared respect. I guess it would depend on the dynamic of the relationship. I feel like shared respect is for any and all relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic, or even if it's corporate. I feel like respect in that aspect. But as far as having shared beliefs, is dependent on the relationship. And I mean, I could work with someone and not have shared beliefs with you, but again, we can still coexist. We can still work together on the team, do what needs to be done as long as the the respect aspect is there. Um, I feel like even with friendships, we may not always agree on certain things. We may not always like the same things, or the same things may not interest us, but that doesn't mean that we can't be friends. Like they tell you, differences attract kind of concept. So you learn to appreciate the people for their differences. And the same in a relationship, for real. It's just, again, the communication piece. Just making sure that you communicate what your thoughts are on certain things, and being able to understand that everybody's views may not be the same as yours. But once that respect piece is there, again, it's just one of those, I don't agree with you, but we
Right.
can, again, have this conversation. And again, I could probably see it from your point of view or get perspectives that I probably didn't see myself.
So when it comes to like politics or religion, if you have like long-term relationship, long-term friendship, um, do you think those disagreements, those disagreements in regards to like major things in life, in regards to politics, religion, etc., or whatever, as long as you have, as long as you communicate your differences and come back to the table at the end of the day, you feel like you can move forward with that person?
In a relationship, for me, religion, there is no different religion. Like, I used to think that back in the day when I was younger, like, oh, we could be different religions and it could still work. It can't.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so first thing, like in the dating stage, I'm asking you anyways about your religion. So if that don't align, we not even get into the relationship to even have disagreements.
Yeah.
Now, on the political aspect, I would say I'm willing to listen, because I'm not going to sit there and say I'm one party or another. It's basically just whatever candidate represents the values that you feel like you align with. I may not totally agree with this person, or you may not, but I don't think I don't think your political party is a deal breaker for me. Religion, however, we wouldn't even be in a relationship. So
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to religion, I gotta date somebody with some type of religion, some type of something. But then when you start to understand a different religion, it's like, you know what? I like somebody that's Christian just like me, that's has the same moral values. Because I mean, dating somebody without any type of religion is kind of weird. Because then a lot of times they don't have morals. They don't have like something guiding them and grounding them at
mm-hmm.
all. And when it comes to politics, I mean, I'm 50-50 on that, because it's just like me. I'm all about, like you said, somebody that has like makes sense, appeals to me, and has common sense for me. I'm like not. I don't care about specific political parties, because parties don't make sense nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you're on the extreme end where it's like, you know, you're dealing with somebody that's just like hates black people and all that stuff, and it's like, oh, I love that person. It's like, yeah, I don't think this shit's gonna work, because it just doesn't make sense.
It's not even that. I need you to make it make sense for me.
Yeah.
So, like, the person may be an extremist and hate black people, but what's your reasoning for
For,
liking this person?
mm-hmm.
If you could give me a valid basis, granted, I may not see that person any differently, but again, I'll just be like, okay, your opinion or why you chose this person wasn't particularly because other people said it and you kind of followed the
Followed it,
crowd.
yep.
It was these were two people presented before you. You did your research, you made your educated guess based off, again, your principles and values, and this is the person you chose to go with. So I can do nothing but respect that.
Yeah, and like you said, I like hearing people's opinions on why their viewpoint is that way, just to get a better understanding. I'm like, okay, got it. Do you feel like if your viewpoint with your significant other is challenged and it remains unchanged, where does the relationship go?
I mean, there's no, again, as long as there's respect there, you're not disrespecting me. We're going to have different, like, we're not going to agree on everything.
Yeah,
It
of course.
legit in a relationship is two people trying to become one, or like kind of, walk down the same path. We're both raised, you would assume we're both raised differently, different backgrounds, different childhoods, upbringings, and different things like that play into, how you see things or how you view things as, you get older and get into romantic relationships. So it wouldn't be, again, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, you disagree with me, this is it, the relationship's over. That's obviously not the case. It's just, again, your delivery about it.
What if a person, you get to a relationship with them and they're, same religion as you, Christian and all, but then probably midway into the relationship, the marriage or the relationship, that they just decide, you know what, I want to be an atheist, or I want to change my religion.
We're married, or we're
first.
in a relationship.
Let's do the first one where you're in a relationship with them.
In a relationship, the relationship is over. Like, especially because in the beginning of the dating process, I told you what my deal breakers were.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if that's a choice, I can't change your choice. That's what you decided to do. Mm-hmm. Cool. Marriage is totally different. That's a vow that we made before God. And again, I made my vow, again, when we both were Christians, or we both were, whatever our religion was together. And you decided to convert, but you're already my husband at that point.
Yeah.
I feel like at that point, I'm not leaving you. I'm just, again, trying to, bringing like the Haitians say, bringing my problems to the Lord. Because at that point, I can't deal with it. Like, God, this is who you gave me. This is my husband. Like, at this point, I can't.
Yeah,
I made a vow before God and the people, my close family and friends. Like, so that's a whole different thing. Like, now we're looking at therapy. Now we're looking, again, the prayers. Like, again, it may be impossible for me to change the situation, but it's not impossible for God to change the situation. So
a lot of times it's compromising. You may not agree with the decision, and you're just like, sometimes you just got to compromise and just deal with it, because, you're at this point in life where it's like, okay, we're already married. We already have our vows. It's like, it is what it is. It sucks, but what do you feel like outside of like politics and religion? What do you feel like are other things that you're just like, yeah, no, that like we can have a discussion about it, but if my viewpoint's this and your viewpoint's this, we can't move forward from there?
Honestly, I can't say nothing comes to mind right now that is just like a deal breaker. As far as religion is really just it for me. Like, okay. I feel like anything else I could kind of work around with or work around. Like, because for me, your relationship with God is your foundation. Mm-hmm. So if that's your foundation, we could pretty much, again, we could build, rebuild, or whatever, do whatever we need to do around it. But
what if somebody like, hey, I understand we live in this state now. But when we get married, I want to move to a different state. Okay. But your career is based here, like you've propelled yourself into a prominent spot in your career. Would you just up and leave with them?
My response now is let's pray about it.
Okay.
Because just because you feel as though that's where we need to be doesn't mean that that's where God's sending us. Now, for me to sit there and uproot my whole life, now we're sitting there struggling somewhere because this was on a whim. Because you thought this is where everything was going to make sense for us, mm-hmm. and it didn't. So now we're in a foreign land by ourselves. We don't have no community. We don't have no friends. And that's really when people go into depression and different things like that. You really have nobody around you.
I agree. So, and I tell people about that. Like, having a community is very important. And some people don't care to have communities. It's like, oh, I'd rather live here because it's cheaper. Hold on. Wait a minute. What else is there? Mm-hmm. Is there anything else? Do we have family? Do we have friends there? Is there your career base there? It's like a number of different factors where it's like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't agree to this move because we don't have the support system. You're looking to start a family. that costs money. Do we have our support system there that can help support us when randomly something happens and we need to give somebody the kids to watch? Do you have that? And a lot of people don't. And I don't think a lot of critical thinking is put into those kind of decision making things.
Are
Yeah,
made rationally, on a whim, not thinking, just spur of the moment kind of thing. And certain decisions you can't make, they can't be spur of the moment. Like they're life changing decisions.
yeah. It sounds good at first, but then you actively think about it. And you're just like, I can't do this. I really can't move there. I can't do this. Like, I was dating somebody at one point where they were just like, hey, I want to move back to Texas and do this. And like, okay, you want to move back to Texas. Do you have family there? No, I was just born and raised there. So your family is no longer there. Do you have friends there? No, I just love the Texas air and the vibe. I'm like,
Then visit, go on vacation
right?
more often.
Let's take a, I mean, we can fly there, take a trip, spend a weekend. It don't make sense for us to move there, uproot what we got going on here to move there. It doesn't make any sense. And then, some people that I've dealt with, I'm like, oh, I have a house. And they're just like, okay, that's cool. We can move here, for example, Cali, and do what? Cost of living in Cali is expensive as hell. I probably could get a house out there, but it'd be like a 1-bedroom house that's doing nothing for me. Like, again, why would I move from a good space that I'm in to a bad space? And I don't think people think about that in their lives when they're going through things. And like you said before, when you find out somebody's like, when you're talking to somebody initially and you're just like, oh, this is my non-negotiable. Essentially, that's what it is, a non-negotiable. If you don't have like Christian roots or something, then I can't talk with you. I can't deal with you. But if you're dealing with somebody that's your boyfriend, girlfriend, and then midway through, they're just like, you know what? I don't believe in God anymore. I want to be an atheist. Then it's like, all right, well, bye. Goodbye then.
I feel like, and even in that situation, granted, I would probably, again, boyfriend and girlfriend, we've been together long, and again, I'd say that.
You're trying to understand.
I need to understand what happened in that situation, because I feel like a lot of times also when people are Christian or have a faith base and then they go to the extreme point of it and say they no longer believe in God, something happened.
Something happened.
There was a transition, whether you was believing for something and it didn't happen, whether it be a sudden death of a close friend or family member or whatever, and you just honestly feel like God betrayed you. Like, how can I serve a God like this and this is the X, Y, and Z? So that could be that. They're saying that from a place of hurt. Not necessarily that's what they want to do, but it could be a cry for help too. So I guess my initial reaction wouldn't be, hey, you don't believe in God, oh man, this is over. I don't want it to be like, because at that point I'm sure I love this person. It's not a like whatever.
You're gonna have a couple discussions. You're gonna go to therapy about it.
Yeah, like, can we try and get to a place where we can understand how we got here? Like, is there a place that are you willing to sit there and get back? Like, or is it one of those things that you're just dead set, like this is what it is? And if that's the case, again, at that point, I'm sorry. I wish it would have played out a different way. But.
Yeah, I mean, then that's like all about time. I mean, you're giving that person a chance to just understand where they're coming from, and you're giving it time to play out, and you're just like, damn. After about 2-3 months, it's just like, damn, we can't get back to where we were.
Just walking away, I don't want you to ever feel like, oh yeah, this was nothing for me. Like, oh, I never loved, like my words didn't match my actions. It's just like all right, like maybe I need to step away. Like, initial even conversation, we may not even be able to have a conversation that day.
Yeah.
Because I need to soak in what you just told me, because I
don't think people realize, like, taking the step back and thinking about what somebody said is very helpful. So you don't say fuck shit back.
You cannot take that back.
Yeah, you can't take
back. No matter how many
back.
times you say sorry, that person will always remember what you said.
Exactly. Like, words like have damage. Like, they could create so much damage, and it's like, damn, I can't even say sorry about that. I could say sorry, but they already heard the first thing I said already about it. So now I'm fucked. Now when I do go back and apologize, that person already thinking about the previous conversation about what I said.
Or even if they do forgive you, it takes for you to do something else, and they be like, oh, they're acting like this because they said this. This is how they really feel.
Yep.
It's just a constant rabbit hole. Like, so I've learned it's best, like in any type of relationship, it's best for me, like, again, maybe just sit there and quietly, or if I need to go step away, take a drive, like, you know what, let's table this. and revisit
Yeah,
this
to come back.
conversation. Like,
And the crazy thing is, like, people will, again, agree to disagree on that piece too. Like, taking a step back from a conversation to get your thoughts together before responding. They're just like, no, I want a response right now. Like, nah, you don't want this
that could
response.
go bad. It could go bad in multiple different ways. It could be you say something you again gonna regret and can't take back.
Mm-hmm.
It could be again tempers get heated. Now you done put your hands on
Yeah.
somebody. Now cops is being. Now it's
You
just
start
it's
doing
so many
much.
different
Yep.
ways that it could get worse. And all you just needed to do is just step away and like speak or go at the conversation from a calmer place.
And the thing is, it's like people fail to listen and then respond. They rather respond versus listening. They just want to respond. I want to respond right now. Now, take a step back, listen to what they said. You could agree to disagree.
People here to respond,
Yeah,
don't
just
here to listen.
correct. And it's just like, yo, take a step back, chill out, and then give them a moment to finish saying what they're saying, get your thoughts together. If you need a moment to like take a step back completely, like let them know, hey, I need an hour or so, or I need a day, and I can get back to you. You don't have to respond immediately. I don't know who made that rule up where you have to respond immediately while you in somebody's presence, because that don't make sense to me.
Yeah, nah.
Like,
I need to think about this. I need to think about my response. And even if it's not in person, even through text message sometimes, like I feel like that's also a constant thing. Like, and we women are more guilty on that aspect. Like we'll send a long paragraph and
I ain't reading that.
again, a lot of times it's just again on the flip side of that. Just think about the person may have thought everything was fine.
Yeah.
Now you're over here sitting in your thoughts and stuff. Now you done sent a whole 4-page letter to this man or whatever and expecting a response immediately.
Yeah.
But he may be the type like he needs to dissect it. Like again, because
I need time to think.
yeah,
Maybe I don't want
wanna
to talk
say
right
nothing.
now.
Yeah, or maybe legit I feel like you just attacked me in this message and I don't have nothing to give right now. Like
Yeah.
so it's a lot of different
I
factors.
don't have anything to give to you right now in this moment.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, a lot of men are like that where we just take a step back and like, yo, I know if I say something right now, it's going to be some foul shit and then she going to hate me forever. Yes, it is. So a lot of times we just, hey, I need a moment to dissect. But sometimes women do need like an immediate response. Like, give me something like right now.
But sometimes, and again, playing devil's advocate, there's nothing to give.
There's
Like,
nothing.
But
I don't have anything
get
to say.
that the whole just because you'll find some females that you'll say, honestly, yo, I need some time, and they'll take it.
Yeah.
And there's other women like, oh no, you need not in your face. Oh, you need to say something now. No, what you mean?
Yeah.
And
It's
then
been 3 days. Why
yeah,
haven't you talked to me?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, first of all, no. We in a relationship. There's no reason why 3 days. It took you 3 days for you to sit there and give me a response.
Yeah,
But
if we're in a
you need to
relationship,
think about
correct.
If you need to think about it, I get it. If you need space or whatever, and we can revisit the conversation, I get it. But for us not to talk in these 3 days that you're thinking, babes, if we can sit there and be in a relationship and you can't, we
I
don't talk
agree.
for 3 days. Listen, 3 strikes, you're out, babes. You no longer have a girlfriend. Don't even hit me up. I don't even care what
I
you're
agree.
talking about.
I think it's if you're in a relationship, in an actual relationship, I feel like a couple of hours, you communicate. But if you're not in a relationship, you're not obligated to respond to anybody whenever they want you to. You're not obligated. Like they're just, even if it's a person you're building with, again.
No, because I feel like if you're someone that you're building with,
If
and we're
you're-
intentional with,
You
then
got to
need
let them know. You're going to
you have
communicate,
to
of course.
communicate different things.
But again, if you're not building with them and they're just a regular person, you're not obligated to respond
But
back
my
to
thing
them.
is, does that person know that they're a regular person? Because for them to send you a message like that,
Yeah, if they
which
send you
means
some wild
something-
message.
something lines were blurred somewhere that they thought it was more than what it needed to be. They're not just there for a good time.
Yeah, that's why you got to communicate that. You are not my person. Relax. Calm yourself. Calm your nerves. Go talk to God that way. Don't talk to me. Do you feel like emotions play a role in if you can agree to disagree with someone? If you're very, people that are very passionate about a specific thing, and if you don't agree with them, they tend to go in deeper and spill their whole feelings into it. And, they try to understand why, but they try to push you to fall to their side.
See their side of
See
the
their
things.
side. Yeah,
So
essentially.
they never really wanted to sit there and compromise or agree to disagree. They just wanted to convince you that their side was right.
Correct.
Do I think emotions play a part of it? Yes. If it's something that you're passionate about, you tend to get heated faster about the conversation, even in your delivery. Like a lot of times people say it's not what you say, but how you say it. So you already, again, when you're talking about it, you already have like this kind of like, I guess like roughness or like whatever as you speak, like it's a little assertive.
Yeah.
So on that aspect, you're already not even listening to the person, the opposing side anyway.
Yeah.
Because in your mind, it's you're right, they're wrong.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, let me show you why you're wrong. So a lot of times,
do you feel like that? Like, let me show you why you're wrong. Do you feel like that piece right there that hurts the relationship a little bit more?
yes, because at that point you should be single. Because you don't know what compromising is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like at that point, to me, somebody that's stuck in their ways like that is on some like you feel like you're never wrong.
Yeah.
So now let's just say we have an argument about something more serious. In your head, I'm wrong. So
Yeah,
I'm always wrong.
yep.
You're always right. So where is this gonna go?
And people don't understand like about learned behavior. Hey, I learned this when I was younger. I didn't know there was a different way to view this topic or this conversation. Now that you're teaching me, thank you for teaching me. Other people just be like, oh, no, I learned this way from my parents or how I grew up. That's the correct way. That's the only way to do it. It's like
they could have taught you from a place of being broken.
Yeah.
You don't know, like, or they did the best they could with what they had. Like, but again, I feel like what changes that is you having that mindset that you're willing to learn, that you're again willing to go into something knowing like, hey, I may be wrong, or I may have a different perspective on this by the time this conversation's done.
Yeah.
It's all about being receptive, and if you're not, then at that point it's wasted time. Like,
yeah, you got to be very open-minded when
it's like pouring water into a closed cup.
Yeah.
The water's never gonna get in there.
Yeah, you definitely have to be very open-minded when you just deal with other humans. You can't be closed-minded. Like, yes, a lot of things you learned from when you were younger, you're just like, and you're trying to apply them now. It's just so a lot of that wasn't correct, and it's when you learn like, oh, that wasn't the right way. Oh, okay. What was the correct way? And people start to show you got to be very open to that. God, again, a lot of people in these relationships, friendships or actual like boyfriend girlfriend relationships, they learn something in their past that they just hold on to because I guess it reminds them as somebody, something,
A lot of different factors.
And it's like, oh, you treat this person in a relationship how you saw how your parents were being treated, and you think it's the right way, and it's like, no, bitch, no, that's completely wrong. Let me educate you, and it's like you got to be very open-minded to learning that new stuff and being
willing.
Be willing. Do you feel like some of your friendships, let's say in the past like 2 years, have you lost friends because of their viewpoints, that they just couldn't be open-minded to different views within let's say the last 5 years? Yeah, last 5 years sounds right. So last 5 years, would you say you've lost a couple friends because of their viewpoints weren't?
It could be more so, views wouldn't be the word I would use, but it'd be more so, I guess, morals, or what I viewed as something that was important to me morally, they may not have viewed it the same way.
Okay.
Or something that was insignificant to them was significant to me. And again, with friendships, any relationship that I have, before I ever get to the point where, we really don't talk or the relationship's not the same, I can say for myself, I tried. Like, I try to communicate that to let you know, like, hey, like, what's up or what's going on? Because a lot of times, what you may perceive may not be exactly what it is. Or, again, someone may have said something, you're like, oh, wow, that's an extreme point of view. And you're like, oh, no, that's not how I meant it. A lot of times that follow-up conversation to kind of get clarification and be like, hold on, you said this, and I kind of feel this way. Like, what did you mean by that?
Yeah.
I feel like when you're really somebody's friend, you can have those uncomfortable conversations.
Yep.
You should be able to, at least.
Yeah, I think certain friends, you should be able to have those uncomfortable conversations. And that, I think in those type of moments, that's when you find out more about your friend, and it's like, oh, okay, your viewpoint's this, my viewpoint's this. I'm not gonna remove you as a friend. It's just, your opinion's your opinion. And I think I always hit people with, I respect your opinion. I always do that. Like, and they feel like I'm attacking them. I'm like, no, I respect your opinion. Your opinion's different than mine. I'm just telling you my viewpoint on it. You told me your viewpoint. That's kind of it. We watched.
I feel like a lot of people, because they're so used to going the back and forth, when you say something like that, they feel like you're just saying that to shut them up, not that you really truly understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, no. Sometimes, like, oh, I genuinely want to know your viewpoint and understand it. But like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I respect your opinion. And that's kind of it. I don't want to. Conversation's over. Just conversation over. Shit is just dead.
No point
But
to
you know,
beat a dead horse.
yeah. So, but sometimes people need that back and forth, and you're like, yeah, I don't need the back and forth. I'm okay. You
But
explain.
that's someone that's passionate about the
Yeah.
topic. They're looking for that back and forth.
And sometimes those people that are passionate about the topic, they want you to change your viewpoint. No, I'm showing you this and that. I hear you. I see what you're trying to do. I'm okay. I got it. I respect your decision, and I'm gonna keep it moving. It's like with the elections, like somebody, and it's I always get somebody where it's like they try to explain to me how black people are benefiting from something that's happening, and I'm like, okay, I respect your opinion. Thank you for educating me on something I already know about. But here's my viewpoint on it. And then they try to come back with, well, but we don't need to talk about it anymore because I heard your viewpoint, you heard mine, and I think that's it. I think we're good.
Unless we have questions that again and we can sit there and have this conversation again respectfully.
Yeah.
Then no.
Nah, people like to turn things up a little too much, and it goes from being respectful to like being just straight up like just disrespectful. It's like, bro, like, no, I'm good. I heard you. I heard what you're saying, and I'm good. I don't need any more of it. But as we get to the end of this episode, what do you want to leave people with on this topic? Can we agree to disagree?
It's okay to not have the same mindset, viewpoint as someone else for a relationship to work. No matter the dynamic of the relationship, just got to be open-minded and willing to understand where the other person's coming from.
And sometimes it's okay to walk away. You can walk away. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be an argument. I don't know why people think everything's an argument when you just start going back and forth. No, we're having a discussion.
It's a disagreement.
Yeah, like we're talking. You're telling me your viewpoints. I'm telling you my viewpoints, and that's kind of it. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying what's
giving you a different perspective.
Yeah, that's it. But that's it for this episode. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.